which is going to be Nitro Man, as mentioned before. He's a motorcycle. He looks fat. I like him. I also really like his stage music. Gonna pull out Solar Blaze here to make dealing with these things easier. Screw Sniper Joes. I don't have time to deal with that. I really do hope that we get some Forte action in Megaman 11. I can certainly dream. Actually, this is actually a good place to use Chill Spike because it does that. The things like my big hopes for Mega Man 11, like my super ambitious dream hopes for it are, I definitely hope that they bring Forte and Proto Man back as playable characters. It'd be really nice if they somehow acknowledged, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Come on. Come on. Car, come here. Whee! It'd be really nice if they somehow acknowledged the existence of X and Zero, even if it's just a line from, even if it's just like in dialogue lines, like a line from Wily being like, oh, just wait till my new Robot Zero is finished, or Light somehow mentioning like, oh, we're making your brother rock, his name is, like, he's gonna have so much potential. So just something like that, just to acknowledge that they exist, even if it doesn't necessarily provide the, like, finale wrap-up of the series. Just something to acknowledge that they exist would be nice. Whoop! I mean, I kind of doubt that any of that's gonna happen, because Mega Man Classic is really not known for its story. But I can dream. I'm allowed to have hopes and ambitions. Oh, sure, I'll take these. Yeah, I really do hope they bring back multiple playable characters, even if you have to unlock them. Whoop! It's still nice to have that variety. I think it does lend a nice bit of replay value to the game. Nah, whatever. Go away. So, Nitro Man's a little tricky, because you can't just shoot him with the Chill Spike, it just kind of freezes him in place and does 1 damage. You actually need to get him to run over the Chill Spike. Oops. I meant to jump there. Actually, that was pretty good. I don't want to be over here. I actually find it's easier to get him to run into it if you shoot it facing away from him, because that gives him time. You're less likely to accidentally shoot him in the face with it point blank at that point, and it also gives you a little more time and momentum to dodge. That was a pretty good Nitro Man fight. He behaved. He gives us a pizza cutter, which is not an extraordinarily amazing weapon, but it does have a pretty goofy property where it'll let you climb walls. Nope, nope. Which I'll take advantage of in a couple places. Give me this. Thank you! Okay, onward to Commando Man. Thankfully, it does look like he's wearing briefs. Terrible jokes. Things I've discovered about designing robot armor. It's really hard to design pelvic armor for a robot that doesn't just look like they're wearing underwear. I'm not sure why, but it seems like the only two choices you really have are underwear or a skirt. And trying to make a decently unique design that's not either of those things is proving to be difficult. I write fiction in my spare time, and I'm trying to design armor for 2 robot characters at the moment, and it's not going well. Partially because I'm not an artist, but also partially just because, again, my choices are skirts or briefs. And I'm not really interested in either of those on these characters. This is kind of a slow stage, stuff coming out of holes. Let's not. I do want the sea tank. Oh dear, I don't like this. I don't like this. I hate that the sandstorm makes it so you can't actually see where you're walking. It's very nerve-wracking. Stop it. Take that. Oh yeah, I've got the energy balancer now. Duh. That's why I bought the thing. This is another one of those parts where being able to shoot directly upwards is really nice. Okay, this part's scary. Just running on the treadmill. It's all good. Hate the things popping out of holes. No, no. No, no. I saw that coming. I meant to kill the Metul, but I didn't quite manage to get to it in time. Try that again. I wish Capcom had done more with Forte's character. It could have been so interesting. And again, I say that about, like, half of the characters in the series. That's what fan works are for, but it'd still be nice to see some of it in canon sometime. Again, I write in my spare time, so... I've tended to take more of a... just kind of a more in-depth view of Forte's character, and that he's... like, yeah, he's a bad guy, but at the same time, he's also kind of a lonely kid who really just needs some friends and probably a long talk. Maybe a nap. Again, when your entire purpose is to... your entire purpose in life is to kill one person, like, you have to wonder if he's ever thought about... he probably hasn't, because he's Forte, but... you have to wonder if he's ever thought about what happens after that. Hello? There we are. You know what? Screw this. We're almost to the end. I'm just gonna... please make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it! Oh, we just made it. Nope. So, this is Commando Man. He freezes you in place when he jumps, and it's annoying. He also has next to no invincibility frames, so you can pretty much just stand there and pump commando blades into, or pizza cutters into him, and he just dies. Oh, I'm just so glad that 11 is going to bring back the slide and charge shot. I appreciate the nostalgia of the 8-bit look, and I love the 8-bit look, I love the 8-bit sound, but not being able to slide or charge your weapon just makes classic Mega Man so boring to play as. Because you just lose out on so many options for mobility and destroying things, and it's just... I really think it just takes away from it. This is another stage where I'm going to be abusing the fact that I can shoot in all directions. I know I do that in every stage, but this one especially has a lot of enemies that go above your head. Like these guys, which I hate. But being able to shoot diagonally... Don't shoot that thing, by the way. I always do out of reflex, and it's always a bad time. Yeah, these big axe guys are just fodder to be taken out by my diagonal shooting ability. I really do enjoy Mega Man 10, though. Again, I'm not extraordinarily good at the classic series, or extraordinarily practiced in the classic series. I've beaten most of the games. I never beat... I want to say I never beat 5, 2, or 1, but I think I beat all the others at one point or another. But again, I didn't grow up on the Nintendo Mega Man games. I grew up with a Super Nintendo, so I grew up playing Mega Man X, and then I grew up playing the original Mega Man X. And then once I was, I think, in high school was when I remembered, oh hey, the X collection that I own has more than just one game on it, and that was when I slowly started working through the others. But even to this day, like, the original Mega Man X is still a game I can go back to if I just have, like, a couple hours to kill. When I just need something to do that's chill. Oh yeah, oop, what? That was rude. So those platforms go backwards if you don't jump on them fast enough. And that one just totally slid out from under me. That was extraordinarily rude. I really hope Mega Man 11 does well, because I know that it seemed like they were kind of trying to do a revival of the series a few years back, well, several years back at this point, with Powered Up and Maverick Hunter X on the PSP, sorry. But I know neither of those sold extraordinarily well. So I really hope that Mega Man 11 is a good game. And really helps bring some new players into the series too. Because I saw that it'll have, I think it said something in the trailer that it'll have difficulty options, which I think is a really good thing to introduce newer players to the series. Because let's face it, these games are fucking hard. Even this game, I actually really appreciated the fact that it has multiple difficulty options. They're not super balanced difficulty options, but the effort was there. I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm gonna take this health, very carefully go around these spikes, and I'm not gonna deal with that platforming challenge. And this is why I like the Gospel Boost. I'm so used to their Japanese names, because it reads better in writing. Get back on the wall, please. Thank you. doing a really poor job at this fight. The treble boost wolf jetpack basically it's basically the equivalent to Mega Man 3's rush jet, which was super broken because it could move in any direction you wanted, and I really appreciate it. Triple Blade is probably the best boss weapon in the game. You get shitloads of ammo for it, and if you're firing up close, then you can get, like, triple damage on things, because you'll hit with 3 swords at once.